So these are the Pac 1214 springs, which have quite a bit more pressure than the factory springs. So I didn't get the X because I did some calculations and check-in and stuff. I don't need them. However, the cylinder heads have these hats. Look at that. It will just barely not fit. But I called the guy at PAC who recommended these. You need a couple thousandths clearance between the hat and the inner coil of the spring. So what he suggested is, I don't know if you can see that shiny mark right there. He suggested that I put a 45-degree, just a little chamfer right there on that part of the spring, and then get a couple thousandths clearance between the hat and the spring. So what I decided to do is get really tiny file that fits right there and stack up all of these things like that so that they are not wobbling. Put them in my drill and spin the drill and just put this file up against that one surface, because I only need it to go from 714, 713 down to 700. So whenever I drop this guy down after about a minute down to 700, so now here's the Pac 1214. Here's the unmodified one. It will not fit. They are too tight. This one is the modified one, and just barely. I mean, it will wiggle around in there just a tiny bit. So now I just have to do that for 32 of those things. Tell you what, I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I didn't have to modify everything I touched.
Another thing I wanted to do was measure the combustion chambers of the heads because they were decked. So I bought me a really accurate burette, rigged up a little CC kit. You can see the little tiny stream going through in there, so I could measure as accurately as possible. Turns out they're about 1 cc, half a cc less. Part of the reason I wanted to do that is because I have dome pistons and I wanted to see exactly what my compression ratio was. You can see here it's about 9.6 to 1, and factory it's 9 to 1. So this gives me a safe compression ratio, knowing that I don't have an intercooler and I'm running E85. I should be fine.